boy, do we got some stuff to talk about today. We've got things ranging from all over the map talking about new season 9 stuff that sounds absolutely insane. We've got people talking about boycotting buying Apex skins so that they will fix the cheater problem, and some people calling for a new team RP system for ranked in Apex instead of an individual system. And as always, we've got the golden nuggets, even one that I actually forgot to include in the last video. By the way, when you're watching this right now, I'm currently on vacation, living it up, but no, I am reading the comments, so make sure to comment down below. I finally got my tax return, so it's time to give back, and I want to give you guys someone in the comments a 1000 Apex coin code. All you got to do is subscribe, like the video, and comment down below, and hopefully you actually get to spin your coins if Apex ever decides to come out with another update. But if you're sick of not getting frequent updates, that's where today's sponsor for the video came in clutch and saved the day. Raid Shadow Legends! Not even kidding, this game gets updates all the time, and it's super easy. You just use my link down in the description on mobile or PC. And I honestly gotta say this from a very pure heart, I really was shocked, and probably my favorite thing about Raid is how good the graphics are. I mean, when I fought this dragon off the start of the game, I really thought I was in a Hollywood movie. It definitely feels like they did not have a low budget with this, and the game quality just feels like a really high tier grade game compared to a lot of the other games that you get out there. And Raid just hit their 2-year anniversary with a lot of anniversary events and tournaments going on right now, so if you move quickly, you might be able to actually catch some of those special events and get your hands on some free gifts and rewards. The schedule is absolutely jam-packed until the middle of April with insane anniversary events and tournaments with anniversary size prizes to win. You might also be able to get involved in the very first ever clan versus clan tournament and get a chance to compete directly against another clan. Raid also just released the first batch of the amazing Shadowkin faction, a brand new faction inspired by traditional Asian folklore characters with some amazing looking champions to get. On top of that, they get some huge updates coming later in the month, including a new Doom Tower rotation with 2 new tough bosses. And Raid's already huge, you guys know that, so now with the anniversary event, it's the perfect time to join. So if you want to get a huge head start with Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan the QR code right here. And if you're a new player, you'll get free epic champion Jotun, who's amazing at the Doom Tower, by the way, 100k silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards so that you can summon champions as soon as you start the game. And my name, of course, is Wraithmain TTV, so make sure to add me. I'll let you join my clan, and I'll see you all in the game. And you'll find extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. All right, so let's start it off, kick it off strong with some season 9 stuff coming. So we've got some more updates on Apex Legends News Twitter site showing this article just the other day, and I was super excited to see this. They just dropped bombshells all day yesterday, and by the way, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so hopefully this is still relevant by the time that this comes out on a Wednesday. But you guys probably have seen this by now. If not, I want to update you, and I'll go through it really quick so that we can get to something that people have definitely not talked about, and that is starting off with season 9 stuff, saying you're going to see a ton of Titanfall coming into Apex in one way or another. If you're a Titanfall fan, hang on for season 9. Then not long after, they drop another bombshell. Apex Legends game director says they have locked in the new legends for season 9, season 10, season 11, and season 12. So we know that the next 4 legends have been confirmed. They're not going to change. It's not going to be which one should we do. Should it be this legend or that legend? They already know for sure which legends they will be using. So we probably will get some more teasers coming for season 10, coming for season 11 and 12, and etc as these events approach closer in time. And the reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure with season 8, season 9, I feel like it was kind of like wishy-washy which one they should be using, and they're not really sure which direction they should take, because in my opinion, honestly, you cannot convince me that they've honestly had Fuse planned the entire time, because Fuse just came out of nowhere and then boom, he was here. And when you look back in season 3, we had like every single next legend predicted perfectly. We called Revenant perfectly, we called Loba perfectly, we called Rampart perfectly, and then we really started to think, okay, well, it looks like Valk is next, and then Valk didn't come. So it really makes you wonder, is this kind of for season 7 and season 8 just kind of been up and down, not really sure which direction they're going to take? Either way, that's besides the point, because like I said, they did say that they confirmed the next 4 season legends for sure, and they have been quote locked in. Then another big chunk of amazing news. This is probably something I have been asking for since day one. I'm so glad to finally hear this coming from the devs, saying Apex Legends private matches are going to be made available for all players in the future. We'll have private matches across all platforms, and you can play different games, or you can organize your own events. Now, this is huge news. I mean, this is not just like, oh, you get private matches, oh, you can play with your friends, whatever. This is huge. Now we can actually have some community tournaments. We can have a lot of smaller orgs come out of nowhere. We see his and hers that are really doing the Juke Bowls doing really well. Now a lot of these people are going to have a lot more access, probably a lot more features to do with these private servers, these private matches, and I'm so excited to see them finally add this into Apex. To be honest with you, it's been way too long coming, but it is still good to know that it is coming. But I also want to throw this in there. A lot of people have been talking about, well, Chad said that a lot of Titanfall fans are going to be happy because so much stuff is coming in season 9 that's related to Titanfall. Maybe Titans will finally come into the game. But before you get your hopes up, I know what you're thinking. You saw probably some leaks with Blisk and you saw the Titan thing and you think that it's coming. But listen once again. Chad also made an update just to kind of put people at ease and said this on Twitter. Well, it was Apex Legends News quoting what Chad had said, and that was the fact that he said Respawn do not have any plans to add Titans into Apex, at least in the current roadmap. Maybe someday in another mode, but nothing is planned. So that squashes all of that. Kind of what I already thought in the beginning, but so many people seem to be so misinformed about that, so just thought I'd put it out there. All right, moving on to the topics of the video you guys probably clicked on this video for, and that is some pretty crazy news. Matt Pickett, probably a well-known person that you've heard of, on Twitter the other day saying, how about we all agree to not make any in-game purchases at all until the cheater situation is addressed. Even just a communication that they are working on a solution would go a long way. Enough people agreeing to not spend money might give them the motivation to solve the problem. And we always know that when you start hurting the pocket of the developers, or you start hurting the pockets of the investors, you start hurting the pockets of the company in general, that's when they're going to get their attention. And if you think I'm wrong, just look at American politics. If one politician starts to get their pocket hurt, they're going to make sure that they kiss up to that person. So what do you all think about this comment specifically right here? This is where I really want you to dial your feedback down in the comments below and let me know what you think. I mean, yes, it is a solid idea, but what I'm trying to remember here is that I know that more than anything, it will hurt EA's pocket, and EA is not really specifically the one dealing with the cheaters. It's more so on Respawn's side. But will hurting EA's pocket also affect Respawn? And maybe it'll still work. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. This is where I'm really wanting to harp down on your opinion and your comments down below, because I really don't know the best solution for this. I understand, obviously, this is a really bad situation with the cheater problem. Maybe by the time you see this, they maybe have addressed it already by now, but still it doesn't change the fact that this is a second occurring issue, maybe even third occurring issue. So we know, and probably it's going to happen again. And when it does, is this the next step that we need to take? And it's going to be really sad if by the time that this video goes live, which is like 3 days from the time that I'm recording it, it's going to be really sad if they still have not publicly addressed the cheater issue. All right, the last thing that I want to talk about before we get to the golden nuggets and finish off the video, this is actually, in my opinion, a really good idea, a really solid idea, and it's actually got really funny because the Respawn developer replied to it and just kind of shut it down. Kind of sad, honestly, but let's go ahead and talk about it. PvP from Cloud9 saying this on Twitter, saying 30 days left in Season 8. I really hope Respawn tests out a Team KP ranked system for Season 9. Benefits of Team KP system: you will play the game a more correct way, not going out of position to tag someone for 1 damage and get KP off of it. More value for playing position like you get in ALGS. Less teams inting early game. Teams who play aggressive can still get rewarded for their kills early on. And Josh Medina, which is a Respawn developer, by the way, just replied to this and said no. And I think it's funny. It also is kind of sad because I want to know why. I mean, personally, I love a Team KP ranked system. I think it would be a really good idea because, I mean, out of their own mouths, they won't bring solos because all they say is it's a team-based game. Well, give me points based off how good my team does and not based off how good I do. And don't get me wrong, I see so many potential issues down the road with this, especially people getting carried by cheaters and stuff. But honestly, you can't really blame that because that's a problem that shouldn't be in the game already. You can't really blame a good feature coming in the future all because of a bad situation that you have that's on your end. So let me know what you all think about a Team KP system. Personally, I think it would be great. I think it would work really well, but let me know what you guys have down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts because I know a lot of you are going to have a lot more intellectual ideas and probably a lot more intellectual thought processing than I do when it comes to these things. All right, if you made it this far, comment down below golden nugget. I know a lot of you do that all the time. I try to comment or at least heart all of them, but there's been so many people doing it, so maybe now will be your chance. I'll actually get to see your comment. I'm good, especially because I have nothing else to do. I'm on vacation right now whenever you're seeing this, so I'm going to be reading the comments as soon as this comes out on a Wednesday. I said Thursday last video, but I meant Wednesday. I'm talking really fast. I'm just going crazy. So comment down below. I'm going to try to heart every single one that I see, maybe even try to reply, but we'll just have to wait and see. And basically this gold nugget is simple. It's good news. And that is, well, it's one of two things, but one thing in particular, and that is the fact that according to Apex Legends Nintendo Switch launch, it has been a big success, and Respawn says that roughly 75% of the Apex Legends players on Switch are completely new players to Apex. Now, why is this good? You might not care, but the reason this is so good is because 75% of these players that are all new players are now bringing new audience types and new audience numbers to the Apex Legends scene. That means the game is growing. That means they have more funding. That means they can make the game a better place for everyone in every console and every platform. And obviously with the expansion of the player base comes an expansion of the game itself. So fingers crossed, that means not only a better experience with the game, not only better servers, but maybe even more servers for those of you that are still suffering with such high pings because you don't have a server. But this is so much good news for so many other reasons. You also have now bigger viewership for you. Say if you want to stream on Twitch or YouTube, or you want to make YouTube videos, you have a lot more audience to pull from. Not only that, you've got faster queue time, so your ranked games aren't going to take forever to get into. There's so many good reasons for this, and so this is a really good thing to talk about. Also, the other gold nugget is kind of correlating right with that, and that is the fact that the Apex Legends mobile launch, soft launch I should say, will be coming soon, probably within the next few months. So that means you're also probably going to have similar results with the Nintendo Switch, bringing a lot of new players over to Apex Legends. I know my wife and I cannot wait to play the mobile version. She loves playing mobile games, and I know that she will be a new player for Apex because she's never played it on PC and she has no idea how the game works. So I cannot wait for this to happen because it's going to bring so much more viewership. It's going to bring so much more player base to Apex Legends, and it's going to be really, really good for the future of the game. All right, everyone, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and also comment down below for the 1000 Apex coin giveaway. I'm going to be picking a random comment. I just ate Japanese food, so much of it I literally feel like I'm about to puke. I'm talking so fast, but I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Remember, it's Viber Day, only positivity. Make sure to leave a comment down below and make someone's day better, not worse. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.